Hello book nerds and computers, I'm Summer from Silver-Eyed-Fangirl and today is my January book haul. So this month I got a total of 13 books. I have really started shortening how many books I get in a month. I don't know why. A lot of these books are actually sequels or prequels to books I already own, so that's what you'll be seeing the majority of. There is a few new releases out, but a lot of these are actually sequels I got. So let's start with the sequels and prequels I got. First off, I got Waterfall by Lauren Kate. This is the second book in the Teardrop saga and I'm so happy to find it in hardback because I actually own the first book in hardback and it's so nice to have books that match, don't you think? Next up is another second book and that is Rogue Wave, the second book in the Waterfire saga by Jennifer Donnelly. If you don't know, the first book is called Deep Blue and it came out last year, I believe. Last year, I think so. And it's about mermaids and it's published by Disney and I just, yeah, the cover is gorgeous. Look at this, alright, without the dust jacket. That is beautiful, I love that. And again, I got the first book in hardback, so it's good to always get them matching. Thank God. Next, I got Once Upon a Time, a story collection. It's a collection of novellas from the Ever After High world, and it's like introductions to each of their characters. I already own 3 of the books in the series, and it's basically about these teens who are the daughters slash sons of fairy tale legends. Next, I don't know if this counts as a graphic novel, but I got Sisters by Raina Telgemeier. This is kind of the second book she wrote with these characters, and it's not characters, it's actually her and her family just in like comic book form. It's basically an autobiography but in a comic book sort of thing, and I love the drawings in here. They're all so cute and so adorable. And this is basically about Raina, who was in the first book called Smile, and she finds out that she's going to have a little sister, which, yeah. Next I got a sequel and a third book in a series. I don't know what you call that, I think that's a prequel. And I got Pretties and Specials by Scott Westerfeld, and I already own Uglies, obviously, and I wanted to marathon all 3 of these books because it's an amazing series, and I'm so glad to have found them in these covers because I own Uglies in this cover. Next, I got the third book in the Geek Girl series called Picture Perfect by Holly Smale. I do not know what this is about because I have not read the first 2, and I really want to read the first 2 before finding out what this is about. Now, from now on is new sort of releases, not sequels and that. It's like first in series or whatever. So first off, I got All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, and basically about this girl called Violet and this boy called Theodore. Violet has just lost her sister and she's a bit, you know, still in pain, and she gets close to this boy called Theodore who is suicidal and he basically doesn't want to live anymore, and they start to fall in love, but Violet doesn't want to get hurt because he still wants to end his life. This is not something I would normally read about, a subject that I would not like to read about usually, but I read the first page and I was just instantly grabbed and I wanted to find out more on how this story ends. Next, I don't know who it was another booktuber, who was going crazy over this book, and I heard about it and I was hooked instantly, and that is The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. It's basically about this 18-year-old girl who moves into a house with a guy who she's supposedly going to be a wife of in Amsterdam, and she gets given a miniature version of her house and things start happening and that. Next I got Ashes by Ela J. Bick, and it's basically about these friends who go on a hike and then suddenly an earth-shattering electromagnetic pulse runs through the earth, almost destroying everything, leaving half the population with superhuman powers and half the population with a taste for human flesh. I think this is a very, very interesting combination. This is a first in a series. I don't know how many books are in it, but I wanted to read the first book because I'm not 100% sure if I like it yet, but I like the sound of it already. Next I got Atlantia by Ali Condé. If you don't know Ali Condé, she wrote the Matched series, which I still need to get the last book for. And this is basically about, I think, don't quote me on this, I think it's about a mermaid who dreams about going to land and then suddenly her sister disappears. I think, I'm not 100% sure what it's about. I just heard so many people going crazy about it. I love Ali Condé and I love mermaids. Next, I've been trying to put off buying this, but I finally cracked and I got Just One Day by Gail Forman. I own If I Stay and Where She Went, and this matches those covers quite well. And I have no idea what this is about. I just had so many people going, oh, you own If I Stay? Then you need to read Just One Day. And I finally cracked under the pressure, guys. I'm so sorry. But I have, and I want to see what all the fuss is about. Finally, I got Talon by Julie Kagawa. I have no idea what this is about. I'm pretty sure it's about dragons and dragon slayers, and yeah, it's giving me a How to Train Your Dragon vibe, but for teens. So that was all the books I got this month. I know, again, it's not a lot, but I'm really trying to cut down buying books because I'm starting to read more books. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, don't forget your local library, and keep reading. Bye!